Hello and welcome. Today we are checking out the 2002 Dodge Viper GTS, a vehicle that was simultaneously ahead of its time as well as behind it, and we're gonna see how good it is in Gran Turismo 7. So if you guys do go and enjoy this video and want to see more just like it, well, hit that subscribe button. So the Dodge Viper, this car comes standard with an 8-liter V10 engine that produces 448 brake horsepower. This was from 1997. This car is in production, and the fact that it's producing modern day power is something that you should really take note of. With a massive V10 engine, the car had ample power, and with the car only weighed 1,500 kgs, it wasn't exactly heavy. So Dodge's new sports car was honestly scary, and not just because it had a ton of weight and was lightweight, was because it had a lack of safety features. And when I say a lack of safety features, it had none. It had no ABS, it didn't even have airbags, it had absolutely nothing. There were no driver aids at all. It was just you and just hope and luck. Whatever driving skill you had, that is what you had, and that is exactly what comes across in Gran Turismo 7. If you drive this vehicle in its standard form, no traction control, the back end wants to step out, the car wants to slide off circuit, and that is what I love about Gran Turismo 7. The simulation. This is how it feels to drive a Dodge like this. So around Kyoto Driving Park, you're gonna see yourself set lap times around a 1 minute 53 second mark, which, if we put it up against modern day sports cars, is slow. I'm not even gonna butter it or spice it up or make it fancy in any way. It is slow. Now, just driving a vehicle, when it comes to cornering, you never really know what it's gonna offer. The car can slide at any moment. The brakes are very spongy, the suspension is incredibly soft. It's not really the best for handling at the moment, and even when it comes to top speed, you're gonna find yourself doing less than 300 kilometers per hour. So it doesn't really have a key feature to make it an amazing sports car standard. However, the fact that this car's driving history, or the history behind the vehicle, is a solid reason for you to go and pick this vehicle up. Because if a car had such terrifying handling to a point where that the IIHS Highway Loss Data Institute revealed that the Dodge Viper, which stickered at $70,000 when it was released back in 1997, costed insurance company per incident more than any other car, averaging 7 times the payout of a typical collision. These cars were crashing every single day, and the thing is, people just kept going to buy it because people wanted to experience something that no one else offered, and that's exactly what the Dodge Viper did. It was extremely scary, extremely dangerous, but when you jumped out of a car, you had the biggest smile on your face. That's if you jumped out and you didn't get pulled out from the wreck. So let's say you enjoy the Dodge Viper, but compared to modern day equivalents, it's a bit on the slow side. If you head on over to the tuning shop, you are going to be able to upgrade the Dodge Viper, and you have a slew of parts that you can apply to this vehicle. It isn't really restricted, but what I would have liked to see was stage 4 weight reduction. We only go up to stage 3, and that's about it. So we end up having a complete new stats of 896 brake horsepower and a weight of 1,161 kgs. So if the Dodge wasn't already scary enough, or just dangerous enough, we took even more weight out of it and threw in almost double the horsepower. Before we see how good the Dodge is now, or how dangerous it is, we can head on over to GT Auto. So in GT Auto, it has quite a decent amount of visual customization options. So with front lips you have 2 options, with the side skirts you have few options. Same can go, we have a single option for the rear diffuser as well as wing options. Now with me being the lazy person I am, I went on and found a livery and slapped it on, and I know it's one that you're gonna immediately recognize. So the Dodge Viper. Around Kyoto driving park, at the end of the small straightaway, you're gonna find yourself traveling well over 300 kilometers per hour. The acceleration, the performance of the Dodge has changed drastically. With no traction control off, the car is an absolute gem. It's a beast to be behind the wheel of. The car, it has a level of grip that is extremely fine. It's an extremely fine line of you pushing the car to the absolute limit and you going into a barrier. It still keeps that extremely dangerous elements of the Dodge Viper, but it makes it so much better with the racing soft tires applied to the vehicle and the suspension settings that I have to it, which is going to be at the end of the video. The Dodge Viper is just so well set up and drivable. You can push this vehicle extremely hard and see yourself set some incredible lap times. Around Kyoto driving park, this vehicle set a 1 minute 29.5, which is absolutely mind-blowing because the latest Dodge Viper that we have in Gran Turismo 7, around the same track, same conditions, set a 1 minute 29.0. So that's what, half a second slower, and it's how many years older. The classic Dodge Viper is something that you should not miss out on. The driving experience, the joy that you feel from getting behind the wheel of this vehicle is unlike anything I've felt in a long time in Gran Turismo 7. It's such an exciting vehicle to drive because the thing is, on my first lap I set at 1 minute 29. Then on my second lap, trying to improve it, pushing the vehicle as hard as possible, I was going slightly faster. However, I misjudged the braking and I end up in a barrier. I end up spinning out. Second time around, I got on the power too soon and the vehicle completely rotated. It touched grass and that was me gone. That's what's so insane about the Dodge Viper. If you want to push it, you need some real skill. So if you want to test your abilities, this is the perfect car to do so because it rewards extreme driving. But if you push it too far, you are going to meet that barrier, which I just love about this vehicle. It is so good, and for a price tag of 120,000 credits, it is so affordable, and the value for money that you get for this car is absolutely absurd. And you can also pick up from the used car dealership for 106,000 credits. This, by no means, there's no reason for you to not try this vehicle out because it is an absolute beast. So with all this being said, I hope you guys do go on to enjoy this video. Don't forget, leave a like and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.